Okay, today I'm going to talk a little bit about pattern storage. Of course, you have your traditional pattern storage boxes, and you can buy these at any fabric store. I got this one at Joann's, and I think I paid $2.50 for it on a half off coupon. So, they fold up in their cardboard, and of course, they're the traditional size for storing patterns. What I also use a lot is, it sounds funny, but I like the diaper boxes because I like to, after I cut my patterns apart, I like to store them in these gallon-size plastic storage bags. And the reason why I like it is because after all these years, I still cannot figure out how to fold the pattern back so that it fits into the little envelope. So I like to just cut them out, and I just throw all my pieces in there, and with the envelope in the front, so I know what it is. And I just think it's so much easier that way than trying to stuff them back into the envelopes. So I like these bigger boxes because they give a little more room, and then of course they give a little bit more room for the vintage patterns that don't fit in the little pattern boxes. So someday I'll find a box manufacturer that makes this shape of a box and this size that maybe doesn't have the Huggies or the baby on the front. But anyway, so this works for now. And then also, for those of you who draft patterns, and I'll go over sometime how to draft patterns and how to make them work for you. But like if you have a pattern that you use a lot of, and say it's this dress and you make it all the time in a size 3, but it's in the middle of the pattern sheet, and you don't ever want to cut out the exact size that you need. You really want to just draw it if you need to use a smaller size in the pattern, because they're expensive and you never know when you're going to want to make a different size. So sometimes if I have a size that I use a lot, it is worth it for me to take the pattern and to redraw it on paper, and that way it's all I have to do is just grab it, put it on the fabric, and cut it out real fast, and I don't have to keep redrawing it time after time after time, which gets kind of old. But what I really like to use is this freezer paper, and it's polyurethane coated freezer paper, and I got it at my local butcher shop, and it was $50 for a roll. It's 18 inches by 1100 linear feet. Now, I bought this roll five years ago, and look how much paper I still have left. I mean, it was in a box. This is the size box that it came in. You can see it's pretty big. I use this paper all the time, and I still haven't run out of it, so it was a really good buy. It holds up really well for using patterns over and over again. You can't fold it. You don't want to fold it to store them, but what you can do is you can roll up your pattern and put a rubber band around it, but roll it loosely so it's not too tight. And then I just write on the outside what it was. This was a Gore skirt for the Crescent Dance Company. They did Hairspray in 2009. That way it's really easy for me to find this pattern again if I need it. She needs more skirts or something. And I just store them in a box. Back to my diaper boxes. I just store them just rolled up in the box, and they're easy to dig through and find. I also store them if I use patterns a lot, and these are the ones that I use to make my little dress-up clothes for kids. What I do is I paper clip all the pattern pieces together, and then when you're at the store and they ask you if you want your hangers, say yes. So then I just use the hangers and I just clip them, all the pattern pieces together, and they're really easy to find and really easy to use. And I usually store these in a closet in my house. This is kind of my work area too for my work for the theater, so this is usually filled with costumes, but I just brought these out to show you how easy it is to store them just in a closet, a little closet in your house or a little area that you could hang stuff up in. If anybody has any good storage ideas, please send them to me, because I'm always looking for new ideas and new ways to keep patterns.